Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, the 9th of May, 2025. Now, let's put on our thinking caps, sip our morning coffees, whatever, breakfast teas, and practice discernment and something we're going to call situational awareness. Now, what do I mean by that? Yes, we had a very wonderful announcement from SEC yesterday regarding Ripple. Very pleasantly surprised by that. But that does not mean that it's over. It's not over. You know, the rah-rah channels are trying to tell you it could be days, and then when it's not days, hey, what's going on, in order to just keep you coming back. We don't do that here. Let's just talk about there are so many steps that need to happen. It's got to get to Judge Torres. And as I said before, Judge Torres needs to have excellent rulings on these matters. She is doing what is called setting precedent. Thank you very much for nothing. And just like that guy, he just kept on edging past the light. People are like filled with this air of excitement, and then they can't go anywhere. Don't do that to yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Judge Torres has to take her time and get it right. Now, she has to make sure that her rulings are consistent. Otherwise, you'll find people finding ways to challenge things in the future for whatever reason, whatever their motivations may be. So, let the stew cook. We're making stew here. We're having a future for us being made. It has to go through the process. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, is my point about discernment and situational awareness. Now, once she does her follow-up ruling, once everything happens with Court of Appeals and everything else that has to go on, once they finally hear it, right? Only then will they be in a situation where the regulations can go through. Now, go through without there being any conflict. So that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be aware of. Everything has to make sense. You don't want these regulations to come through too quickly, because if they do, oh boy, if they come too quickly and conflict, it'll be a basket case, it'll be a mess, and then we'll have to have yet another court case or another Senate vote or another whatever in order to rectify. You don't want that, ladies and gentlemen. That takes 2 to 3 times as long to get done. It'll take another year to get done if, the knuckleheads have their way, because you got to remember, keep it tight or else they won't make it right. I don't know if that's a saying or not. I like to say I came up with it, but we'll see. Any attorneys, comment down below, please. Or barristers, what have you. Man, these people keep telling themselves they're tired. They have no idea what tired is. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, let's not get too excited right now. Keep your bearing, keep your composure. Now, that being said, there is an angle in which this stuff gets done fast. It's very intricate. It would take way too long to explain to most people in a quick way. So let me say, everything I just said there is true, but there is the caveat that, let's just call it a secret railway for legislation and regulation is in play. It's plausible. It's not possible. It's only plausible. So Continue with your dollar cost averaging. Continue with everything that you're doing to be prudent in your crypto purchasing. Because right now, we're having a wonderful opportunity to accumulate. And you got to remember, everyone says generational wealth. That just means one generation. It's transgenerational wealth, more than one generation. And that's what you want, ladies and gentlemen. You want transgenerational wealth with staking, so you can actually pass it on down. Now, a lot of people are asking me to do reviews on certain coins and stuff, and that's great. Like the ones we already know. Zebek, Evernote, XLR. There's plenty of videos in the community that have deep dives. So again, go to my main page, go to posts, scroll through it. You're gonna see, with full credit, things I post in the community from other creators. So make sure you start looking at that. Turn on your notifications for when I make videos. Thank you for subscribing. And when you do subscribe, you see that little bell? Make sure to tap that bell and select all, because it should let you know when I post in the community as well. All right. That being said, I think I covered everything. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to do here. We have a lot of opportunity. Don't squander your time by watching TV. You can always do a deep dive later on, all those episodes that you're watching. Binge watch, what have you. Do that instead. Get another job. Get another revenue stream. Cut down on your expenses. Oh, and a lot of people are not understanding why I say maintain good credit. You always have to have good credit. Hopefully better than what they call good. Have it as very good or exemplary. Exemplary, I believe, is 790 or higher. Out of the 850 score here in the U.S. Your country may vary if you're outside the U.S. And, oh yeah, there's one more thing. I analyzed the information on subscribers, and I have a hunch a lot of you, from your comments and everything else, are using VPNs. And a little tip on VPNs. Be very careful what you use, but also learn how to change something called your DNS, Domain Name Service. If you have an older Windows 10 machine, I want to say it's what's that build, 1902? You'll have to go online and learn how to activate it. Otherwise, you can just go ahead, change your DNS, because your internet service provider knows what sites you're visiting if you do not change your DNS. And one last note is this: if you're on the internet a lot, which I'm certain most of you are, please be respectful of these independent people who have DNSs set up for the cause of freedom. Now, on this channel, we're big on freedom, and we are big on our brothers and sisters around the world who want freedom, who want freedom of speech. Don't even get me started down that road. So, we appreciate everyone out there who is having their own DNS up and everything else. So, ladies and gentlemen, look at some of the bigger ones if you're on the internet a lot. I want to say NameSpeak is the name I'm thinking of. I'll have to double check that. But in any case, learn about DNSs. This way your VPNs will work better or as intended. All right, I gotta get into work, everyone. Have an awesome day today. Remember to stick it to the man and not to each other. Peace.